After a fairly robust sell-off in crude oil, where crude was down 3 of 5 days, crude has now put in 3 consecutive session higher, with crude again going up, testing that $55 resistance. Not quite getting there today, but that is the upper end of the channel that I've been talking about for a couple of weeks now. Crude has done what it always does. It goes sideways, rallies, goes sideways, potentially rallying again after this sideways movement and possibly breaking out. That's how crude rallies as a characteristic of the market. It doesn't shoot up as it does when it shoots down unless there's a geopolitical event. And so far, we haven't had a major one. It's just been kind of an arguing back and forth as to whether demand was there or not, given the potential government shutdown and given geopolitical problems with the trade tariffs between the U.S. and China dragging the global economy down. Now, speaking of the demand story, refinery utilization fell below 90%. That's the first time since October of last year. Refinery utilization is a measure of short-term demand at the refinery level, which is the first place that crude oil goes when there is demand. Nobody's ordering a barrel of crude oil. They want gasoline, they want diesel, they want jet fuel, they want refined products, distillates, etc. So the refinery utilization figure tends to tell you what's going on with demand unless we're in turnaround periods. One of those happens in the fall, one of those happens in the spring. We're not in either one of those right now. But speaking of the seasons, seasonality is becoming a tailwind for crude oil as we speak. Crude oil is entering one of the strongest seasonal periods that it has. Based on about 20 years of price data, crude oil tends to rally from about the second week of February up to about the middle of the month of March, sometimes falling off a little bit earlier than that. Not a very long period of bullish tailwinds, but it's the steepest period of seasonality when you look at it on a chart. So that's going to be a tailwind for the next 2 or 3 weeks. Even if crude oil sells off, that seasonality may be kind of the floor for it, or possibly a tailwind for bullish news if and when it comes out.